Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tar Heels will kick it away. From inside his own 50. And now the ball is knocked free. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense when you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. Lopez wants to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Murray. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Power ahead. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Now sliding to his left. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Keeps it himself and gets to 1st. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game, something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gentry. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Lopez to pass. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Pulls it in. It's Pena. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll move the tight end. To the ground with the back. Makes a man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Completed pass, but it not only goes nowhere, it goes backwards. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
To do to move the the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Just keeps slinging it. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Heel off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes his man miss. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lopez wants to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Pena. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The offense lining up for a first down play. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
There he goes. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the heat. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air on second down. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll ride Davis here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's reeled in. It's Gentry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. It's caught. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Now they'll run the draw. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Solid run on the last play play gives this offense another first down. Lopez to pass. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They take the lead with the 6.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw, and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. And the returner will be knocked down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive to left. Oh, he's got some space. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Turn. That's a example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll try to pop the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. We'll start this fourth quarter as they line up for the field goal try. Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Looking for space to the left. He'll try to do it himself. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Pena. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short term. And the quarterback pulled up to and sacked at the 12.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Stanford quickly to the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Running to Green. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the 1st down. What a clutch play in the 4th quarter.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Oh, they're after him! Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Pena. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Inside the 40. The 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man. It's Knox. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
Step 1 by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go block.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good